Good morning, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I can't tell you how excited I am about this launch. There's been lots of stuff on social media. We've talked a lot about it. We've had meetings about it. We've had ambassadors from all over the country come and join us and chip in their expertise and their support for each other. And today's the day where we can actually say sisters are doing it for themselves because Refirement is live. So, yeah. For all of those who are joining me live, or for those of you who are watching this recording, I just want to say we wouldn't be here would it not be for the passion and the expertise and the just the sheer in some cases just the sheer resilience of women who have got on board with the whole refinement idea. So if you've lived on planet Zog for the last 6 months and you really don't understand what's going on, let me explain. My name's Wendy Garcarz. I've been a business consultant, business strategist and author for about the last 30 odd years. And as I got older, I noticed that things were getting more difficult, not from a physical point of view, certainly not from a mental point of view, but actually from a stereotype point of view. So I was coming up against barriers simply because I'd reached a certain number in my age. And I thought, this is crackers. This is, we're in the 21st century. This can't be right. So a year ago, I decided to do a piece of research, which I did. I would have been, I put a questionnaire out to mature female entrepreneurs, and I would have been thrilled if a couple of hundred women had have responded. In the end, 1,600 women said, you know what, this is a problem. We do experience difficulties. We do experience discrimination. We do experience being written off simply because we've got to a number. But what also came back in that research was fabulous stories of women who would not take no for an answer. And they were really just weird and wonderful things. Like the 73-year-old health and lifestyle specialist who became a TikTok influencer, a platform that's known for its 14 to 20-year-old audience. And she became an influencer on that platform. Women who have started businesses at 60 and are building really nice six-figure salaries out of those businesses. Women who suddenly find that after having empty nest syndrome and getting through the menopause and all of that, they're not ready to hang their boots up and go and drink coffee in a garden centre in the afternoon. They want to start living the life that they want to live. And they've got skills and they've got talents and they've got experience and they want to give it back. These stories were just astounding to me. So I put together a report called the 2024 Wise Women in Business Report and started to circulate it. And somebody said to me, do you know what, Wendy, this would make a really good TED talk. So I just think the universe was on my side because in my LinkedIn connections, I was connected to someone called Claire Roberts Malloy, Dr. Claire Roberts Malloy, who happened to be the curator of TEDx in Wolverhampton. So I went through the process, I applied, and I was lucky enough to be awarded a PACE. And so in July of last year, I gave my TED talk. And at that point, it was simply just describing what I've said to you. It was the research women's lived experience. But at that moment, standing on that stage, I had an epiphany. And that epiphany was, this is a global movement. Because when people had responded to me, they hadn't just responded from the UK, they'd responded to me from all over the world. And they were saying this isn't just a UK problem, Wendy. This happens to women everywhere. We reach 55 and we start to fade into the background. We start to become invisible. And that wasn't really what I was interested in, wasn't what I was looking for. But you know what? When somebody throws down a gauntlet, sometimes you pick it up. So in October last year, I decided to get a think tank together and said if we were going to launch a global movement, what would it look like? And I got 25 women in a room and thought we'll just bandy a few ideas around and see what happens. Oh my goodness me. The saying, if you want a job doing, give it a busy woman, was so underestimating what we got through on that day. I've worked with corporate boards of multinational companies that haven't produced in 6 months what that group of women produced in one day. And it was phenomenal. What we're launching today is that community platform, refirement.biz. And this is a place for anyone who is in later life who feels like they want to shape their retirement their way, who want to live their later life with choice and with freedoms and using all of the fantastic talents and skills that they've accrued along the way. The platform's a membership platform. And there are different membership packages so that you can join and at a level that suits your pocket. But essentially, what it is, and this is crucial, it is a group of like minded women coming together to say enough is enough of society writing us off simply because we've reached a certain age. It won't wash anymore. And so the platform celebrates everything that is female entrepreneurship in later life. We have put together some astounding things. There is something called the Wisdom Bridge, which is a unique mentoring program, which is older female entrepreneurs who've been there, done it, and got the t-shirt, who are willing to give their time back to mentor somebody else who is going to follow that journey, young or old. If they want somebody who's got that experience to help them navigate some of the barriers that we experience, then that's what the mentoring program will do. But we've also got loads of training and development and documents and all sorts of things that women who are treading that path already can access to help them become better at that, more confident at that, maybe change their mindset around that. So there's going to be loads and loads of resources like that on there that we can share, and we will be continually adding to. At the front end of the website, then, we have something called the Enterprise Hub. And this is available, it's in the public domain, so it's available to anybody. But what we've done is we've created an information one-stop shop. So that if a woman comes, let's say a woman's leaving corporate life, she may have a small lump sum, maybe take an early retirement. She wants to start a business, but she's not quite sure how to do that because she's had a corporate job, so she doesn't know about business. The Enterprise Hub is there to say these are your options. These are the stages that you need to do. This is the information that you need to know. These are some fantastic examples of people who've been there and done it. And these are some contact names that will help you. So we've created this place to make it as easy as possible for older women to actually become their own boss, because that's what we're all passionate about. There's also something at the front end called the Treasure Map. And the treasure map is a searchable database by region so that you can click on your region and find out what information, what services, what organisations are available to help you on this journey. All of our members have an entry on there as well. So if you're looking for a service to support your business, you'll be able to get it on there. But if you want something a bit more formal, like who your local Chamber of Commerce is, who the FSB contact is in your area, that information will be on the treasure map. The reason that we've done this is really quite simple. The old adage around retirement is dead. It's dead in the water. We don't age like women, 2 generations aged. I remember when I was a little girl and my grandmother was 60. She was an old lady. She looked like an old lady. She talked like an old lady. I look around at women, that I'm mixing with all of the time. They don't look their age, they don't act their age because it's just a number. They are living a life that is suitable to how they feel, to their level of ambition, to what they want to do next, to their dreams, to their aspirations, which is exactly how it should be. None of us should be put in a box. None of us should be dictated to about what that later life should look like. And that's why Refirement was born. So today's the day it all goes live. And how apt and how fitting that we do this on International Women's Day. Now, it's no coincidence that we've chosen this. I was at two events yesterday, which were fabulous, filled with women who had energy and drive and who want to go out there and prove what they can do, which is absolutely fantastic. But you know what? At Refirement, we don't think a day is enough. So even though today is the official day, today we are launching the Refirement Festival, and we are going to be celebrating women in business, mature women in business, for the whole of March. There'll be events, there'll be networking that you can come to, there will be masterclasses that you can attend, there will be interviews to watch, there will be lives that we're going to do, we'll run some competitions. There's going to be all sorts of things happening because we need to turn the spotlight on vibrant women entrepreneurs who have got experience, who have been there and done it, and who just want to give back. So that's what the launch is to talk about today. And I'm going to just take you through a few bits and pieces in terms of what we're going to do. So some key events. The website is live so that you can go on today and have a look around. As I say, there is a free membership if you just want to have a look at the certain aspects of the website. But what I'm going to do for people who look at this today, and this is today only, so if you're viewing this, you will have the link in the chat, which I'm gonna put in a second. But what I'm going to do is for anybody watching this today, if you want to join, I'm gifting for all of the women who want to join today, I'm gifting a silver membership free of charge for 1 year. And that's for anybody who picks up, who looks at this, who looks at the chat, and who gets the code out of it. So I'm going to put a website address and a code in. You need to look at Refirement Silver and look at the annual payment, so the £195 one. And if you click on that, fill all of your details out, and then add the code in, it will gift you a free silver membership for the next year. Why am I doing that? Well, one is I want this movement to really take hold, and I really want to support the women who have supported me in getting this off the ground. And we've got some of them here today. Joanne Parker and Lisa Simcox have been absolutely, holding my hand, certainly around the copy and around the PR and everything that we've been doing. We've got ambassadors like Loretta, Alison Taylor, too many to name. We've got one of our mentors on the call today, Taruna Chowan, really experienced mentor who is coming along and joining in with the Wisdom Bridge to spread her knowledge and her expertise. This is a vibrant community, and I want as many women as possible to really get the benefit from it, feel, participate in it, and give them their chance to give back too. So that's why I'm doing that. On Tuesday, then, of next week, I'm going to be launching the Refired Women's Network. And the Refired Women's Network is going to be monthly networking. It will be a membership benefit. So if you're a member, you get it free of charge. But for the first couple of meetings, we're going to run it free of charge for everybody, just so that you can see what it's like. And this is going to be networking that's done slightly differently. Because one of the things that older women love is they love the opportunity to keep learning. We want to keep learning, we want to keep growing, we want to keep developing. And I'm a firm believer that actually women don't grow old, they get old when they stop growing. And so if you stop learning, you will start to fade away. That's not what we're about. So we're trying to create as many learning opportunities as possible. And so some of that will be linked in with the networking. And I'm really excited about that because the booking system's open and you can book your place on that first meeting for next Tuesday, the 11th of March. What I'm also going to be doing next week is next Thursday. Again, this is bookable and it's free. I'm going to be running a masterclass. And the masterclass is the art of second act entrepreneurship. And this is really to help women to get the absolute maximum out of being a later life entrepreneur. So it'll be about mindset, it'll be about practicalities, it'll be about the importance of networking, it'll be about collaboration. So it's going to be a masterclass that gives you some really practical tips about how to enrich your journey as a female entrepreneur. So that's where we're at the moment. As I say, we go live. So for anybody that wants to check out what we're doing, go to www.refirement.biz and you'll be able to find your links there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop into the chat now as we speak. I'm going to pop in the website address. And I'm going to put in the code for the 3 years membership. Now, bear in mind, it's the silver package. So the code is silver, all in capital letters, 100. And you need to, as you're going through, there's different packages there, but you need to look at the annual silver one for that code to work. If you put it into any of the others, it won't work. So it's got to be the silver annual membership. So that's my gift to you, ladies. I really want you to come along and I'd love you to come and join us and really get a feel for what's happening. There's going to be other things that we announce. I'm going to be in and out of social media all day today and tomorrow, really just talking about the features that the community is going to offer. But I want your participation too. So one of the things that we would love you to do is we would love you to participate. So we'd like you to give us your stories. If you are a mature female entrepreneur and you are proud of what you've achieved and you don't mind being looked at as a role model for others coming behind you, we want to hear what your story is. We want to share and celebrate that with other people. So please feel free to drop us a message. You can email me. My email details are on the website. But just, talk about it, because one of the reasons that women fade into the paintwork a lot of the time is that we're so busy looking after everybody else, taking care of everybody else's needs, making sure everybody else is all right. Sometimes we forget to shine a light on ourselves. We don't always see what we've achieved. We're likely to see what we haven't done very well or what we've still got yet to do, but we don't always spend the time and the effort to celebrate our successes. And refinement is absolutely about that. We want to cheerlead you, even if you're not in the room. We want to hold you up as a shining example to others. If one of the things that kicked off the research that I did was I read the Rose Report, and the sentence in that absolutely stopped me in my tracks was this: if women started and scaled businesses at the same rate that men do, we could add £250 billion to the UK economy. 250 billion. Now, in the current climate, we can't afford to let that go. So our job is to show people that it can be done. We're out there, we're doing it already, and to encourage and inspire other women to come and join us on this journey. And that's one of the key messages of Refirement. But we're not just leaving it there. I've described to you what the membership community is going to be like. But what we also have is a research and development and policy arm. And we have something called the Refinement Manifesto, which takes a lot of the learning that we got from the report and the research and gives policy suggestions to our policymakers, who by and large are men, I have to say. Now, I'm not anti-man. Anybody can come and join us. We welcome everybody as long as they support our message. And that message is that women, older women, entrepreneurs should not be disadvantaged simply because of their gender and because of their age. And if you can get behind that message, it doesn't matter what gender, what age, what persuasion it doesn't matter. We are in this to really herald the power of older women entrepreneurs to our economy. And we are actively seeking to influence policymakers. So there will be a lobbying arm that that says to not just politicians, but says to commercial companies, we're fed up as women of buying products or being forced to buy products that are designed by men for men. Pensions are a classic example. There is a pension gender gap that people don't often know about. And it is quite simply that most women will, on average, will retire with £125,000 less in their pension pot. And that's obvious when you think about it, because they've had a break to have children, to raise their families, maybe to look after elderly relatives. And so there have been breaks in their contributions. And because there is no product that reflects that life journey, we actually are disadvantaged from that. So what we want to do is challenge commercial companies to say we would prefer to buy products that are designed by women for women. Simple as that. And we are a powerful consumer group. We are staying economically active for a lot longer. And by, I think the stat that I read was by 2050, we will be the majority in terms of gender. Women will be the majority, will have 53% control over the world's income. That is phenomenal. So we want commercial companies to wake up and recognise that we're a growing market and they need to get their act together. So just all of that stuff that we are about, that we are fighting passionately for, is why we've created Refirement. It's why we're here. But we can't do this without you. So we want you to get involved. We want you to come along and join us. There are going to be loads of things that you can get involved with, loads of different ways. You can contribute case studies. You can become a mentor. You'll be able to become an ambassador. We have ambassadors at the moment from the US, Canada, Switzerland, Spain and Italy, and all over the UK. Our Canadian ambassador is about to do something astonishing. She's 62, yeah, 62, I think. And she's about to walk the El Camino, which is the pilgrimage of, I think it's about 700 miles in length, in Spain. And she's going to do that simply because she wants to prove to herself that she can. This is a female financial coach who has decided that this is something that would float her boat. So she's going to do that. And we're going to be documenting that. So you'll be able to watch her progress and listen to the lessons that she got through from that. And so it really is absolutely the place to be. We're going to be doing exciting stuff and we want you on board. We want you to join. Refirement is the first of its kind membership community that is specifically for a group, but we're more than just a community. We are a movement. We're a global movement that is shouting this. If you are a female entrepreneur in later life, we don't care where you live. We know that you will engage with the same sort of stereotypes and the same sort of barriers. So we want to band together. This is about us coming together because there's power in numbers, and we want to have fun while we're doing it. and we don't want to be written off anymore. We've got places to go, people to see, and we are better and stronger if we do that as a community. So, as I say, we're very purpose driven. We're passion filled about women having this second act that is designed by them. We want to redefine what retirement for women looks like. In my lifetime, women won't be able to retire until they're 70, and that figure is probably going to go up. And yet there are still high street banks who are reluctant to open business accounts for women when they reach 60 years of age because they think they're a high risk. That's bananas. In this day and age, we need to be challenging that. And it's better if we do that as a group. We are all encompassing. We want to welcome people from all over, any country, any specialism, any market sector. Whatever their experience, whatever their background, you are welcome in Refirement, because we're here to achieve the same goal, and that is to live life our way. Refirement has a strapline, and it's quite simply, this organisation is for women who want to rock, but not in a chair. I'm going to be posting links to the TED Talk, so if you want to have a look at that. As I say, we're going to be leading expert masterclasses. There'll be different events. We'll be doing the networking. We want to help you. If you're in that position and you want to reinvent your career, or you want to become an entrepreneur for the first time, or you want to undergo a personal transformation of any sort, beyond 50, we want you to be in this community who is willing to cheerlead and support you and engage with you in whatever way that we can. So, ladies, be under no illusion. This is your moment. This is certainly my moment. I can't believe that we've come this far in really such a short space of time. But really, it's your moment. It's time to break free from those outdated expectations, and redefine what our later life is really going to look like on our terms, how it's going to benefit us, how it's going to serve us. So if you want more than just retirement, if you're ready to step into your next chapter with energy and purpose and passion, if you believe that actually your best years are still ahead, then the answer is yes. Come along, join Refirement. It's a spiritual home for you. You will be welcome. You will be supported, and you are wanted. We just want you to come along and join us. So, if you're still undecided, keep watching. Have a look at what we've got planned for the next month, because there's going to be lots of things that we do. All of this is about creating this global shift that we want to create towards reinvention, towards ambition, and towards limitless possibilities. And if you think that that's got your name written on it, then come along and join us. I'm going to sign off now because I'm going to be here, there, and everywhere for the next couple of days. But if you want to reach out to me personally, please feel free to do that. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. I am absolutely determined that we are going to create a community that makes people stop and listen. No longer are we going to be invisible. But I can't do that on my own. And I'm really looking forward to meeting with you, listening to your stories, and really getting this show on the road. So if you think Refirement's for you, please join in. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. And I just want to say, I'll speak to you later on this week, and have a great International Women's Day.
Thank you, Wendy. Bye.
Thanks, Wendy.